Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Time Not Wasted. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what's around Whyalla. So we went to the beach and the market, so you'll be seeing a little bit of that. And then we'll lead into the Maritime Museum, where we went for a tour, and you guys will be able to see the tour of the HMAS Whyalla boat and all the artifacts. So I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for that. My first Aldi in like, I don't know how long, a really long time. Hello Aldi, I missed you. Entering Aldi. Oh my god. Oh, beauty in all of its four corners. So the lady at this caravan park where we are in Whyalla just dropped off our Easter present for us, which I believe is Rocky Road, all nice and wrapped up in a bag to make sure it doesn't melt. Really lovely. It's a big amount of Rocky Road right there. Like, look at that. That's so nice. And I've just found the book swap. Gonna have a look in this little freezer. Oh, look at all the books. Oh, that's super cute.
This ship is a Bathurst class Corvette minesweeper, and that's why we have this unusual flat bottom to here. Now most ships this size would have a 10-metre pointed draft, so that would help keep them nice and stable as they travelled through. And unfortunately with our flat draft here, we have about a 40-degree roll, so almost capsize as we're travelling through the ocean. We had a standard crew on board during that time of 85 men, but we could get up to 150 while troop carrying. And as we make our way through the ship today, you'll see just how squishy and confined those living conditions were. Now we did come under attack twice during World War II, so first in Sydney Harbour when the Japanese midget subs come through, again in Papua New Guinea when the Japanese fighters took aim. Now we come out of both of those attacks with only 2 serious injuries recorded and no deaths whatsoever. Our ship here was also present at the surrender of Hong Kong, so another piece of history that we were involved in. After that time, the ship was purchased by the Victorian Works Department and was used as a maintenance vessel. So we travelled up and down the east coast of Australia and back down into the Spencer Gulf. We maintained buoys and beacons, lighthouses, and performed escort duties. And we also blasted the entrance to the Rip at Port Phillip Bay. So the ship was actually renamed the SS Rip during that time. So you will see reference to RIP on board today. It is just homage to the ship's former name and not rest in peace. 40 years had gone by and this ship was ready for the scrap heap. The Whyalla City Council found out about our ship's fate and we put in a bid to purchase her back. So we put in a bid of $5,000 and we were successful. So that's a very cheap ship to purchase. They then quoted us $560,000 to get the ship back to Whyalla and up onto land where she sits today. Now, we had to come up with that money from somewhere. So we put in for a grant with the federal government and we were awarded $1.2 million. So much more than what we actually needed. They gave us some money to establish our visitor centre and our beautiful gardens. We refurbished our Maritime museum as well. So we refurbished our singleman's quarters into our Maritime museum. And then of course we got our ship up and we did a bit of restoration to her as well. Now that our history is all done, we're going to make our way up onto the first deck. So if you're all ready to make your way up, we're going to head straight up. So welcome aboard. The first place we're going to have a look at today is the engine room. So we're going to make our way through the starboard side. So if you're ready, you can make your way through here.
Comes in handy sometimes.
Perfect. So the HMAS Whyalla is a twin screw vessel, which means we have two engines on board. So you'll see one directly in front of us here and then one underneath us on the other side of the bridge. These engines are triple expansion steam engines. Now oil is our fuel, but steam is what we generate. So we have a desalination plant on board that can bring on the salt water, purify it, and then run it through our engines without any risk of salt damage. We can travel at about 14 knots cruising with these engines here, so nothing too fast, but perfect for that minesweeping job that we were performing. If you have a look on the floor and on the back wall there, you'll see some of the original tools. We're very lucky to have those with us still. So when the ships are usually decommissioned, the men on board will take them as souvenirs, or they'll hand them in for the scrap metal money. They would then be able to use that money to take themselves to the next town and get themselves a new job. Down the centre here, this is what we like to refer to as our high-tech air conditioning. These vents here are a simple vent on the deck above us that could be pivoted around to catch a cool breeze to bring down into the space here. It was also trying to let some of that hot air out. So even though the steam was all contained on the inside of our engines, the heat that the engines would have been putting off would have still been really hot in the space. We have our beautiful skylights that could be opened as well to help with some of that circulation. Unfortunately, with a 40-degree roll, water would quite often end up on the deck above us anyway. So if we were in that type of situation, the doors and the skylights would be locked over. What we're going to step through is where 65 of those 85 officers live. Along the hallway here, you'll see their washrooms. So 65 men sharing 4 showers. Even though we had steam engines on board, it was still all cold showering for them. So they would line up in the hallway to get wet. Once they were wet, they were back in the hall to soap up their bodies and wash up. They were lining up again to get back into that cold water to rinse off. On the other side of the hall, you will see their galley. So this is their kitchen. You can step into the kitchen and have a look around if you like. With a standard crew of 85 men on board, there are approximately 250 meals prepared per day in this tiny, small space.
Oh yeah, sink. Oh wow, that's a lot of room in there. It's the kitchen. It's a nice kitchen. Let's go into the bathroom. Thank you. Oh wow, it's a nice bed in here. Cupboards, drawers, little porthole. It's quite nice in here. Very nice breeze. Cupboard. If I can open the cupboard. Oh, I can open the cupboard.
This space here. There are some images
Oh, it's warming out.
As well. This is what it looked like during World War II in this space here. Up the front here, this is the process of mine sweeping that we would undertake. So as you can see on our little illustration here, this is our 3 metre flat draft coming into play. So we're sitting nice and high in the water. The idea of that is we've eliminated about 7 metres worth of the ship that could accidentally come into contact with a mine. And we had sonar during that time, so that would detect the mines from under the ocean. Once we had come across a mine, we would then send to the rear of the ship our kite, float and cutting wire mechanism that would go directly behind us, and we would line up the cutting wire with the mines.
Hi, Carissa, can you hear me?
We would then basically line them up together so that they were then touching each other, so they were butt up against. We could use movement of the ship and then current of the ocean to sort of get them to move back and forth as a saw, and they would then cut through the mine's mooring wire. Once that was detached, the mines were buoyant and they would float to the surface, and we could use that rear weapon to detonate the mine from the rear of the ship. This is what a 40-degree roll looks like, so if you're interested to know what the ship could actually get to, this is an image of that.
It is very warm in here.
It's nice and cool in here.
It's much cooler in here. Quite nice rooms. You can get a mirror in this one.
So during World War II, this space all along here was actually called a patio.
Oh, you're right.
And it would have been their shower, so it would have been exactly the same from that side. And then after World War II, we had a crew going from 85 down to 25 men. So they're all native. Actually, I was going to got rid of most of them. So then we started to go on a desalination plant. So underneath here, real salt water, and purify it and run it through.
Very nice.
Yeah, the engine room there, so we'll go through that once everybody's been through the tour. I'll take you back through there. You're the last one come through?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll just double check. Head straight to the top of the stairs for me.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
This gun can shoot up to 5 kilometers in distance. So for reference, if you have a look out in the salt bush, you'll see the hill with the antennas on top. That's Mount Laura. That's about 5 km.
How accurate was it?
Within 20 meters. So I've just locked it under. It already comes there, so I'll let it
Oh, this is very different. Oh, very nice. Lovely little bathroom. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, look at the little radio. It's a cute little radio.
Not bad for a room for yourself, eh?
No, it's not. Damn, this one's the best one yet. Lots of drawers. Big bed. And a double wardrobe.
You know, it'd be really annoying though. It's connected to the steering wheel.
Oh, so it'd be really loud. Oh wow, that really is. All the cogs.
Yeah. It goes out there and then down through the bathroom.
Oh wow, that'd be very loud. But I mean, it's a nice area.
Not bad for the 40s.
Oh hell no, it's a pretty big room. It's a really old fan. Okay.
And then
Ooh.
we're going to head out to the breach gun.
Cool. Oh, that's a nice view. Oh Jesus, that moves. Oh, I'm okay. Wow.
I think it's this sites for the gun.
Let's go.
This gun here is on permanent loan from the Royal Australian Navy, and as long as we have our ship here, we have our weapons on board. This gun in particular is actually older than our ship. It's from World War I, so quite an older a weapon there. As these guys are taking some cool photos here, you'll see the rifling marks are fully intact on the inside of that barrel. Now when these weapons are decommissioned by the Royal Australian Navy, they're quite often smoothed out, or they'll set off a charge on the inside to disrupt that spiral, so that means that we can't use it anymore. The rifling gives the ammunition the distance and the accuracy, so without that, obviously it won't work properly. And they quite often will cap the end of the gun there as well, so they'll put some welded metal to the top. So we're very lucky to have that still open with us.
Nice.
Thank you. Guys, I was right. The eggs I've been finding are 100% shark eggs from Port Jackson's, which are also known as horn sharks, I'm pretty sure, depending on where you are. But look, it came from that one. They're so cute. Check that out. That's a dolphin skeleton. So much cool stuff in here. Shark head. Another shark head. Shark teeth.
From Whyalla and a scratcher shark.
And these Aussie horses. Oh, and an octopus. Okay, bit grim.
And then there's lunch.
A massive lobster. And then a diagram of a shark. Different kinds of wobbegongs. And a hammerhead. And a bronze whaler. And a white shark. Oh, what? It just started moving. Wow. Look at the train go. Chugga, 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 doot, doot. Oh, wow. Lincoln Gap. That's so adorable. Look how cool it is down here. It's like walking through a museum. Whyalla, Port Augusta. Myall Creek Bridge. Iron Barren Junction. Road overpass. Well, coming into a little, this area is under redevelopment. Whyalla Steelworks and Shipyards. Wow. Oh, here comes the little train. Chicka 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 toot toot. Chicka 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 chicka. Chicka chicka chicka. Chicka chicka chicka. My phone's gonna die, but there's another room. Whoa. Can you spot Thomas at the station? Oh, I see Thomas. There he is. I spotted Thomas. Oh, can I press a button? Use the button and slide the switch below. Button. and slide the switch below. Oh! Honey, I made Thomas move. Oh, wrong Thomas. Did you make Thomas move? Yeah. Oh, okay. Go, Thomas! Whee! Chugga, 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 doo, doo! Go, Thomas! Oh, here's the other side. Wow. They've put a lot of effort into this. This is beautiful. Look at that painted background. I mean, look, there's literally cows in here. I see cows. And also a guy on a horse with his sheep. Like, what? There's even a whole town with little people just doing their day-to-day lives. Grabbing, I feel like they're grabbing milk. I don't know. Sitting down, having lunch, waiting for the bus. It's just like every day. Everyday life in Whyalla. Trains. You wouldn't even know that this was fake. I mean, look. Guy up there. Like doing his work. It's just crazy. Crazy how realistic this is. Just absolutely insane. Look at this little city. Oh my god, a literal city. Look at it. Got apartment buildings and everything. Whee. Keep it going, keep it going. I want a full circle.
You want to do a full circle?
Full circle. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Whoa. Full circle. Yay.
Yes, I'll come back to you. Then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?